So we are back here for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. We once again have a little bit more news. We have the actual release of Hunter in-game, and now we have the kit reveal for Tech. So this will be the second one. They did also slightly change the release schedule. So we had April 1st. The next one is going to be April 15th for Tech, and then we also have the fourth one on May the 4th. So we'll have the 4 announcements, which I'm expecting to be all 4 Bad Batches. However, with them changing it to Star Wars Day for the final release, I expect we're getting something bigger on the actual release date. If you like this video, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Come check me out on Twitch as well. I do stream every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. So let's go ahead and get into the actual information for Tech, as well as a little bit about Hunter now that he's actually in game as well. So we'll start with Tech. So Tech is a support, Bad Batch, Clone Trooper, and Galactic Republic. So the first key thing that I'm expecting or hoping for once it gets to the actual release of all of the Bad Batch, and hopefully a 5th, is going to be the cam mission. The cam mission has been one of probably the hardest content, if not one of the really hard contents, and a slow grind for a lot of people in here. Personally, I only have a couple shards for cam. So these Bad Batch should be able to be used for the cam mission, so I am super excited to see how they do in that. So far, they have a lot of anti-droid synergies, so it's looking really promising for a TB that should have mostly droids. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes. Alright, so let's go into it. Unit name is Tech, light side, we went over the categories. And basic. Call a shot, so deal special damage to target enemy and inflict target lock for 2 turns on target enemy, and the healthiest enemy that doesn't have it. If the target enemy was target locked again, or was already target locked, attack again. So assists are going to be huge for this. I'm hoping we get another assist from one of the actual Bad Batch characters that we get released soon, because there is not one in the kit for Hunter. However, both of them have basic attacks that allow them to attack again if they meet a criteria. Hunter is if they are debuffed, he attacks again. And if they're target locked, then Tech attacks again. And the key point there is that is another target lock. So if the first one hits, applies target lock. If they already had target lock, that'll be 2 other target locks applied to the healthiest enemy that didn't have it. So we're looking at another 2 target locks if they already had it applied to other characters on the enemy squad, which is going to add a lot, especially considering the debuff. And this, it'll help spread a lot of the debuffs around really quickly. So Delicate Operation is going to be the first special. Tech and target other Clone Trooper allies, so that is specified Clone Trooper. Recover 40% of their max health, doubled if target ally is Bad Batch. That is an 80% max health recovery on a 3-turn cooldown ability. If target, okay, so gain stealth and potency up for 2 turns, and translation for 3 turns. If Tech was already stealth, all other Bad Batch allies also gain translation for 3 turns. So this is going to be the first character other than C-3PO that has translation built into his kit. So it points out at the end, and I'll talk about it a little bit then, about how important translation and what translation actually does. But this is going to be a huge bonus for all of the Bad Batch, and another character with translation is going to make this really interesting to see how it turns out. So the second special is on a cooldown of 4, dispel all debuffs, so a mass cleanse from Clone Trooper allies. All Bad Batch allies gain Foresight, Tenacity Up, and Stealth for 2 turns. Deal special damage to all enemies, and inflict stun for 1 turn on enemies that are dazed or target locked. So, all enemies, if they have target lock, which is basic, should apply it to at least 1, and then if they already had it, we're looking at 2. So that should put it at 3 target locks if it's the second time around, which means this has the chance to stun 3 people, and that also includes Daze. So I'm hoping that Daze is going to be applied with one of the other Bad Batch characters, and we'll see how that one comes out. But the Foresight, Tenacity Up, and Stealth, I'm also hoping that Wrecker ignores the Stealth, because otherwise we're just going to have all of these guys stealth, and it's not going to be nearly as helpful. But that is looking very, very promising, especially considering how translation works. He's going to be using this ability significantly quicker than what you would normally expect. Unique Clone Interpreter. At the start of battle, Tech gains 1 speed for each Clone Trooper ally, doubled for Bad Batch. So hopefully we get a 5th. I'm hoping we get Echo, which would put it at 4, so it'd be another 8 speed. So if all allies are Clone Troopers, Tech gains Stealth for 1 turn. So he'll start off on Stealth. Tech has potency, 25% potency for each of his own stacks of translation. While Tech is active, Clone Trooper ally gains translation for 3 turns. So that is huge. And translation cannot be copied if the character already has it. It just restarts the resets it. If all allies apply translation are defeated, all stacks of translation expire. So one key thing we have here is going to be translation. I think they believe it changed it. I don't know if it was originally supposed to be like this in the kit. I believe they changed it though. If only one ally who grants translation is present, which means we cannot put C-3PO in the same squad as Tech. Otherwise, this is not going to work. Decrease the character's cooldowns whenever they use a basic ability. Limit once per turn, which means the second attack is not going to also reduce the cooldowns. However, if we have a mass assist, this is going to significantly reduce the cooldowns on this. And I'm hoping we get a mass assist. If not, we have Cody as a 5th person. Maybe we'll have to see how it plays out. We're missing a lot from this team since they haven't announced all of them yet. So it's looking really promising so far. So this has a lot of anti-droid synergy. This is going to be a really good light side team for territory battles. This is also going to be a huge team, in my opinion, that should counter General Grievous really, really easily, especially with this much anti-droid synergy. It's going to be very, very fun to play around with this. I hope we have an accelerated farm. Now, what I'm expecting is this is not everything we have. In order to make a squad, we need a 5-man squad. We only have 4 characters that are announced so far. We have Tech, Hunter, and then 2 other characters, the 15th and May 4th, that is going to be announced. They have not said what these 2 are, so I personally am expecting something to be different than what we normally got or what we are expecting. Now, because of this, so what I am personally hoping for is that this is not it. I think we have 4 characters. I'm expecting a event to come out, and we are going to get hopefully Echo from either the new show. Obviously at this point CG should have something else that they know about the new TV show than they do. They work with Star Wars, so I would hope so. So I'm expecting a legendary something character, and I believe it'd probably be Echo. It would make sense to add that 5th person from the squad, and maybe they could recreate the actual rescue show, like those episodes from the Clone Wars show when they brought it back. And we could possibly have the 4 Bad Batch with Rex as the requirements for it. I do think it'd be a little odd to have 4 marquee characters lead directly into it. However, if they do an accelerated farm, we may be able to get something set up where it wouldn't be too bad. But 4 marquee characters directly into a legendary sounds pretty iffy for me. So I'm hoping we get a accelerated farm, or they just go straight to free-to-play farmable to sort of commemorate the new first season of Bad Batch. Now, we will have to see what happens. We're going to have a huge one. We are, 4 days short of a month away. So just under a month away from May the 4th, which we will get the final announcement of the last character and probably something a lot more. So we'll have to see what goes then, and then we can talk significantly more about that when that comes around. So we had this comment from Crumb as well, saying that it got moved to May the 4th for reasons. So this is another reason I am fully expecting us to get something else on May 4th. And we have to be getting something else announced. Otherwise, I don't see why he would have said that either. So they have also stated they want to make this a more free-to-play friendly, or at least early game friendly, like, squad. So this is a 28-day marquee character. So a lot of people, if you do it enough, you can literally start a new account and possibly have all of these guys at least 3-starred by the time the events are all over now for May the 4th. And any squad with synergy is going to help out for Galactic War. It's going to help a lot in the beginning ones, especially in Squad Arena. Now, everybody should be getting these characters, so we'll have to see how easily they become farmable afterwards. But this may turn into a very early game focused squad that a lot of people can get really early on to help boost up stuff and actually start getting to some of the end game content, especially if this leads into a really good team for territory battles. Having something you can work from pretty much the beginning all the way to the one of the hardest content in the game, which would be light side territory battles, would be absolutely invaluable to anybody that is just now starting the game. The only thing this would be missing would be a ship to help bump up your fleet, and that'd be pretty much about it. So, alright, if you like this video, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I do stream every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, so come check me out on Twitch. And until next time, the zoo's closing down for the night.